For years, it was just a myth until 2013, when the US government finally admitted, Area 51 is real. Thanks to the Freedom of Information Act, documents were declassified, but only the ones they chose to release. Located 83 miles from Las Vegas, inside the Nevada test site where over 739 nuclear tests took place, this base is buried deep in the desert for a reason. Its name? Likely from a government grid system that labeled it simply 51. In 1955, to attract top scientists, it was rebranded with softer names like Paradise Ranch and Dreamland. But don't be fooled. This isn't paradise, it's a fortress of secrets. Now that we know it exists, can you handle what's still being hidden? Number 9. The Camo Dudes. Guardians of the Forbidden Zone. They're called the Camo Dudes, mysterious private contractors who patrol the borders of Area 51 with military precision and deadly authority. Dressed in desert camo and bulletproof vests, they're not officially part of the US Air Force, but are believed to be linked to the URS Corporation, the same group that protects NASA sites. With 24/7 surveillance, sniper vantage points hidden in the shrubs, and high-tech cameras covering every inch of the restricted zone, they watch everything and everyone who dares get too close. Area 51 isn't just one of the biggest no-fly zones in America. It's a place where even getting near the fence could land you in serious trouble. Cross the boundary, and you could face a $500 fine, or if rumors are true, something far worse. Tourists hoping for a selfie near the sign? Bad idea. These guys don't ask questions. They don't smile for cameras. Their only mission is to protect the secrets at all costs. Number 8. Area 51. Protected by more than just guards. Think the desert is your way in? Think again. The brutal landscape around Area 51, miles of jagged, bone-dry mountains, and barren desertus designed by nature itself to keep intruders out. Coming here on foot? Nearly impossible. And if you somehow think you can slip past the Camo Dudes, don't forget you're walking straight into a war zone of surveillance. Just 50 miles south sits Creech Air Force Base, and not far beyond that is Nellis AFB, home to some of the most advanced aerial tech in the US arsenal. While you're lost in the sand, Predator drones with thermal, night vision, and even heat-seeking missiles could already be locked on. And if you try flying in, good luck. This is some of the most restricted airspace in America, and those who've dared to come within a mile have been chased by F-16s and warned forcefully to turn back. The dirt trails leading to the base are lined with motion sensors, and even attack helicopters are on standby. In short, Area 51 isn't just off, limits its fortress-level protected. Number 7. U-2 program. The spy plane that started it all. Long before the alien rumors, Area 51 was built on something very real: espionage. In 1955, during the height of the Cold War, the CIA and US Air Force used this remote desert base to secretly develop and test the U-2 spy plane. American intelligence needed eyes in the sky that the Soviets couldn't detect, and the U-2 delivered flying at altitudes far beyond radar range. It soon saw action over Vietnam, Cuba, China, and the USSR, gathering intelligence critical to national security. But as enemy tech improved, so did the need for stealth, leading to Project Oxcarta classified mission to build the A-12 spy plane, a faster, sleeker successor to the U-2. Built in Burbank, California, the A-12 had to be secretly transported to Area 51 inside bizarre, oversized containers that raised plenty of eyebrows. So when the government claims it's just aircraft testing, remember the foundation of Area 51 was built on secrecy, speed, and spying on global superpowers. Number 6. Stealth developments. The dark cost of staying invisible. In 1967, stepping into the cockpit of an A-12 spy plane must have felt like boarding something out of a sci-fi movie. Just 10 years earlier, clunky aircraft like the B-36 were the standard, so how did such a radical leap happen so fast? The answer points straight to Area 51, where the evolution of stealth technology was already underway in total secrecy. By the early 1980s, the US was pushing stealth to the next level, designing aircraft that could slip past enemy radar without detection. A key part of this was the invention of radar-absorbent materials used on jets like the B-2 bomber butt. What these materials are made from remains top secret. According to former workers, much of it was burned on site, and the toxic fumes left many with severe lung diseases. When they tried to hold the government accountable, their lawsuits were shut down under national security. So while stealth tech helped America dominate the skies, the real price of staying invisible was paid by those forced to breathe in the secrets. Number 5. Project Blue Book. The day the government stopped laughing at UFOs. For years, UFOs were dismissed as fantasy until the Freedom of Information Act pulled back the curtain. Suddenly, it became clear the U.S. government wasn't just aware of UFOs, they were deeply concerned. Through Project Blue Book, the Air Force investigated 701 unexplained sightings between 1,947 and 1,969, many of which occurred dangerously close to military installations. These objects weren't just strange, they defied the limits of known technology, maneuvering in ways no U.S. aircraft could. One declassified CIA document, chillingly titled "Flying Saucers," confirmed that Air Force bases were instructed to intercept UFOs, possibly even take them down. Imagine one of these craft entering the airspace around Area 51 with its extreme security protocols. You can bet it would have been met with a fighter jet in seconds. And with all the nuclear testing at the Nevada Proving Grounds, one can't help but wonder, were we just experimenting with bomb soar? Were we sending signals into deep space? And someone answered. Number 4. Flying saucers. The UFOs they don't want you to see. Could Area 51 be the final destination for crashed alien spacecraft? Some believe it's not just a testing ground for stealth tech, but a top-secret facility where the U.S. reverse engineers extraterrestrial machines. The most famous case, the Roswell incident, was quickly dismissed by the government as a weather balloon. Yet the object was originally described as a metallic disc, and the scene was swarmed by the FBI and military with suspicious speed. If it was just balloon debris, why all the secrecy? Whispers of gray alien bodies recovered and transported to Area 51 have lingered for decades, turning Roswell into the biggest UFO mystery in U.S. history. But what if that wasn't the only crash? In one photo taken in western Arizona, a civilian captured a mysterious, escorted craft being transported heading straight toward Nevada. Was it another piece of alien technology hidden in plain sight? If even one of these sightings is real, we have to ask, how many flying saucers are already hidden behind the fences of Area 51? Number 3. Turning enemy tech hand, maybe alien craft into U.S. power. Area 51 has long been a playground for top-secret experimentation. But during the Vietnam War, it became something else, entirely a lab for breaking down enemy technology. The U.S. Air Force admitted to transporting crashed Soviet aircraft to Area 51, where engineers worked to reverse engineer their inner workings. The most shocking confirmation came in 1984, when 3-star General Robert Bond fatally crashed a Soviet MiG-23 that had been modified at Groom Lake, proving the U.S. wasn't just testing its own jets, they were upgrading foreign ones too. So here's the question. If they can do this with Soviet tech, why not alien tech? In one photo, a strange disc-shaped AOC vehicle was spotted on-site or rumored to be either a training craft or a prototype based on something far more advanced. And according to former Area 51 scientist Robert Lazar, that's exactly what it is, a reverse-engineered flying saucer, rebuilt from a crashed UFO kept hidden for decades. If true, it means we're flying alien design cloaked in American steel. Number 2. Other technology. Has the future already been tested in the desert? Area 51 isn't just surrounded by secrecy, it's surrounded by raw power. Just miles away lies the Nevada Proving Grounds, where hundreds of nuclear bombs were detonated, lighting up the sky so intensely that night looked like day, and the glow reached all the way to Las Vegas. With that much devastation being tested next door, it's unlikely that Area 51 was only focused on aircraft. Many believe the government has been quietly exploring new forms of energy, the kind that could power ships far beyond our solar system. Robert Lazar, a former Area 51 employee, claimed that recovered alien tech from Roswell could harness anti-gravitia force capable of generating infinite energy, or even enabling time travel. Think about that. Not just flight, but breaking the boundaries of space and time. And it doesn't stop there, some theories say. Area 51 is also used for weather control experiments and the creation of chemtrails. Whether it's alien science or experimental energy, one thing's clear. Area 51 might not be hiding the future, it could be testing it right now. Number 1. What are they hiding? The truth may be buried deeper than we think. When you search Area 51 on Google Maps, you'll see long runways, helicopters, transport planes, and rows of parked vehicles. It looks like any massive military base. But here's the twist. If it's truly that secret, why hasn't it been completely censored? Some believe it's because what you see on the surface is just a decoy, a distraction. Whistleblowers claim the real base lies deep underground, hidden beneath layers of desert and even camouflaged mountains, making it nearly impossible to detect by satellite. One leaked image shows a hangar built directly into a mountainside, designed to blend with the terrain. Below, it said, are miles of tunnels, massive laboratories, and storage chambers possibly housing extraterrestrial technology or even alien bodies submerged in tank-like structures. Some theorists suggest that the truth is too dangerous for the public to handle. If we really have made contact with an advanced alien race, the fear is that disclosure could collapse everything we know, from science to religion. And maybe that's the biggest secret of all. The aliens aren't just watching us. They might be controlling how much we're allowed to know.